you. Welcome, everybody. Avino's in its 55th year of being a public company, 38 years of production, and we've developed a clear path to transformational growth, which I'm going to share with you now. This is a cautionary disclaimer that I'm going to make some forward-looking statements. So we're located in the heart of Mexico, in the state of Durango, not too far away from Southern Silver. They're about 30 to 40 kilometers away in rolling farmland, so it's a safe jurisdiction. We're primary silver and gold explorer and developer. Our portfolio is 3 assets on one property. So we got the producing Avino mine that produced 2.6 million ounces of silver equivalent in 2022. We're on pace to do 3 million ounces of silver equivalent this year. Our all-in sustaining is below $18. We're expecting those costs to drop as we develop our growth strategy. How are we going to grow? Well, with these 3 assets. So we acquired La Preciosa from Coeur Mining last year for upfront consideration of $30 million US, and they paid $350 million in 2013 buying out Orco. So we got it pretty cheap, and they've de-risked the property with over 1,500 drill holes. And so, the other asset that we have is the oxide tailings resource. This is the leftover waste pile from 38 years of mining. The bottom half of the oxide tailings is mineralized, and we've completed 150 drill holes, metallurgically tested those results, and we're embarking on a pre-feasibility study this year, which will give us reserves by the end of this year. So those are the 3 drivers of growth. We've got just under 300 million ounces of 43-101 compliant resources, brand new resource coming out in the next few weeks. And with the drilling that we've done over the last year, we're expecting to expand the resource even higher. Milestones for 2022, acquiring La Preciosa, building a state-of-the-art dry stack tailing storage facility. This is the safest way of storing tailings, so this is we're proud of that. Completed the drilling and metallurgical test work on the oxide tailings. Community engagement, we're planning to break ground this year. We've ordered the mining equipment. We're just in the final stages of getting the surface rights with the ejidos and then file for permits, and we're hoping to be able to start a decline later this year and potentially be able to deliver ore to our mill by the end of the year. There's 50,000 tons of broken ore on the surface, so we have some mill feed ready to go to tune up the mill. Our mill is capable of 2,500 tons per day, and we have 1 idle circuit ready to receive ore. So that's we're excited about that. 15,000 meters of drilling we completed on the property, mainly below the operations at Avino, and which really is going to add a lot of tons to our new mineral resource that's coming out. Here you can see the drilling. The colored blocks are where we're mining now. So it goes down to level 17, about halfway down. Those blocks represent the next 4 years of mine life. So we drilled below it, and you can see we've extended the mineralized zone by 300 meters, almost doubling the length of the mineralized zone. Here you can see our measured, indicated, and inferred. You can see the drilling below the area, which will be included in the new resource estimate. The cutoff grade is 60 grams per ton. So anything above that, we're making money. One of the intercepts was 41 meters of over 200 grams. So that's economic ore grade material. Here you can see La Preciosa nearby the Avino mine, 19 kilometers, trucking paved road to the doorstep of the mine. We're going to look to shrink that if we can do a straight line and pave some of the way there, and it'll be a little bit shorter drive, but it's easy to truck it there. And there's existing infrastructure. We own a dedicated 20-kilometer power line capable of 5 megawatts, and we're only utilizing 3. So we have excess mill capacity for when we want to expand our mill. Here's La Preciosa, 1,500 drill holes. What we paid in upfront consideration probably wouldn't even cover the cost of doing all this drilling. So Coeur and Orco de-risked it for us. The red represents high grade. We're going to be mining high grade from underground with a very small footprint on surface. So it's environmentally friendly. Here you can see the resource and the hot spots in the. So we're gonna ramp down on Gloria and tunnel over to Abundancia, and then eventually to Martha. And so we're gonna ultimately over the next 5 years pull out 1,500 tons per day from this area. There's 140 million ounces of silver equivalent there. Average grade over 200 grams per ton. Here's the initial mine plan that we're going to be permitting for Gloria to start this year. Here's the exciting part. Here's our growth. So currently, 3 million ounces we're projecting for this year, all in sustaining below 18. But as we bring in La Preciosa in light blue, and then the oxide tailings in the third to fifth year, we're expecting our all-in sustaining to drop below $12 per ounce and our production to go up between 8 and 10 million. And if you want to know what the market is valuing an 8 to 10 million ounce a year producer, look at Endeavour Silver. They did 9 million ounces of silver equivalent last year, and they've got a $900 million market cap. Our market cap's at 130 million. Here's our production mix. So right now we're 43% silver, 20% gold, 30% copper, which is coming out of the Avino mine. But when we add La Preciosa and the oxide tailings, you can see we're going back up to being a primary silver producer. Exciting. EBITDA projected at $20 silver, 150 million cumulative is what we're anticipating based on our base case. 25 silver, 235 million. $30 silver, 320 million. Companies trade at 10 times these numbers when they produce them, so there's a lot of upside in our company. Research, the guys, some of the newsletter writers are here. I encourage you to go and talk to them and find out what they think about Avino. Market cap, 130 million Canadian, just under 100 million US. Trades on Toronto and New York Stock Exchange, American Exchange. We trade between 250 and 1 million shares a day on New York. Coeur Mining is our largest shareholder from the transaction in La Preciosa. Management is second. Shares outstanding, 218 million, and fully diluted 132 million, and no debt. And we sell our concentrates to Samsung. They wanted the raw materials to put in their electronics. So it goes in trucks to the shipping port of Manzanillo and gets shipped over to Asia, so they refine it. So why invest? We're a primary silver producer and explorer. Long track record, a history of growth. We've delivered 3 expansions in the last 10 years, and now we're going to deliver our largest one ever in the next 5 years. Huge endowment of silver, 290 million ounces and growing. New resource estimate due out in the next few weeks. Undervalued relative to the silver peers on a price to net asset value and enterprise value. That's because the mine was closed for about a year and a half while we drilled off the tailings, built the dry stack, and automated the plant. And we've since reopened the mine, and the stock price has doubled in the last 6 months. So the market's starting to take notice with our plans and our 5-year goal, which will be our largest expansion in company history. And that's it. I've got it done just under the wire. Thank you very much. And please stay tuned for the next group. They're going to tell you why silver is going to be really valuable. Okay, thank you.